All right, everybody, I'm here with Dana Sassenberg, certified personal trainer. First of all, congrats on your competition.
Thank you.
Physique competition. So I really wanted to interview you because I got a lot of, even though my YouTube channel isn't just about fitness, I got a lot of people who follow me for fitness. So I got some stuff written down here. First thing I want to ask you is, what was your regimen as far as diet and exercise when you were grinding for the competition, physique competition?
Well, bikini competition.
Oh, right.
I wish it was physique. I'd be a lot more swole than this. But I was working out with weights heavily 5 days a week, and then still on my off days of rest, I was still doing cardio, if not once, twice a day. I was trying to do minimal amount of cardio and more weight training, and then just having it like a circuit. And then I was typically on a meal plan until I figured out how to count my macros. And then after that, once it got about a month out, I stopped counting my macros, stuck to a meal plan of just clean eating, no processed foods, and that's what really took me to the next level.
That's great. I like that because sometimes I don't think it's necessarily all about a specific diet plan. It's not supposed to be universal. It's supposed to be, for your own body. You kind of already said this, and it's kind of simple, but I wanted to ask, why is fitness important to you? And I know that that's pretty general, but like for me, for example, like there's like so many other things I want to do in life, in business, things like that, and I feel like it's all, like it all starts with health. It's all integrated as health and fitness being a ground base for like everything else that you do in life. So why is fitness important to you?
I think ultimately it's throughout like different stages of my life, it became important to me because I wasn't confident in who I was, and through the process of learning how to have a regimen, routine, and having discipline, and learning about how to eat, it built my confidence in a way that I'd never experienced before, especially without validation from another person. And that's what it really taught to myself to like have self-love.
I think that's huge because it's said that you can't love someone else until you love yourself.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. And I learned that through fitness, and I don't ever want that to go away.
That's awesome. And it's Nino Lorenzo is her boyfriend, and he's got this kind of same mentality as far as fashion goes, and I think it's awesome. Like it's all a ground base for what you do. Like feeling good is all about like that initial initiation that you take in your fitness, and like initial appearance, and why that is so important. So next question. Did you find that it is better to get results with a strict routine as far as diet and exercise, or is it better to kind of like just go to like me, for example, I just show up at the gym sometimes and then I really don't even know what I'm doing, I just know I gotta get it. But do you think it's better with a routine or without?
I think in the beginning it's good for someone that isn't like maybe an amateur weightlifter to know how to use the machines, where the machines are at, have a routine so they know what to follow. But after that, if you're able to make a regimen for yourself and you know what muscles you want to work out, you can completely do whatever you want.
Absolutely, fake it till you make it.
Yeah, it's whatever's best for you.
Right. Finding your own thing rather than following it in a specific sort of routine. I like that. I'm huge on that. Optimal fitness, I think, is super hard to maintain. What level of fitness are you at right now, and how do you think that relates to like an optimal level of fitness? And I guess I'm asking, is it easier for you to like be grinding all the time and go get it, or to just maintain good? Like I guess I'm saying greatness is kind of super hard to maintain. So as far as health goes, so is it easier for you? Like what level are you at now in your fitness life, and is it easier for you to maintain good?
Right. So once I finished my competition, like that routine was strictly like I was very hardcore. I was spending maybe like an hour and a half in the gym and then coming back at night to do cardio. And I would only do that because I had that goal. But if I didn't have that goal, I would typically just go to the gym maybe 3 to 4 times a week to maintain what I have now. I just take it as whatever I'm comfortable with, as long as I'm mentally stimulated. That's what I go off, and if I like my body where it's at, then I'll keep it where it's at. If I feel like I want to go a little bit harder because I want to be a little bit leaner, I will. But right now, I'm just in the gym 3 to 4 times a week so I can maintain my muscle mass. That way, when I do go into my next competition, it won't be as hard. Because at one point, after my competition, I stopped working out for a month and I was eating whatever I wanted. I was just tired of doing everything, and I lost my strength. I gained a lot of fat back, and not that it was a bad thing. I needed it mentally, but just to have to take 10 steps back to know where I was, it's not beneficial. So just to maintain where I'm at now is probably the best bet. It's the easiest.
I think that's cool, yeah, because I think I'm at a point now where it's like maintaining, and I finally decided I want to be fit for life, you know?
Yeah.
Fit for life, and rather than just be looking good for a certain amount of time. So this is a lifestyle, really.
Definitely.
To maintain, rather than trying to always be the greatest. All right, so last question that I wanted to ask you was, what fitness tips do you have for someone who's either super obese or just like starting out? Maybe it's a little bit of motivation too, but some practical tips as well.
I guess for the practical way, do your research. I find that getting a trainer is probably the best bet, even if it's like 1 or 2 classes a month, just so you know how to use machines. But mostly doing your own research. Read an anatomy book. Read a book that you can see workouts on, that way you know which muscles to work out. Do a little research on nutrition, because that's going to be your biggest factor. Besides working out, you need both of them hand in hand. But don't give yourself too many variables at once. Try and work at it slowly, and then it'll become more sustainable versus overwhelming yourself at first with everything, because then you have too much going on, you don't know what to focus on.
It's interesting how like your diet, you can overlook having a diet, you know, but it's like, where do you think you're going to get most of your results? The 10% of your day you're in the gym, or like the rest of like the 90% of your day? You know
yeah.
what I mean?
I always preach to my clients, if you do go on a diet, this has to be sustainable forever, not just for now. It's okay if you're trying to get to, you know, a competition, or you have, you know, a powerlifting meet and you need all those carbs, but you need to be on a diet that you're going to be able to sustain afterwards. That way you don't fall right back to where you were at the beginning.
I like that. So if I'm, just to clarify, like if the lesson there would be like, if you're just like super miserable on your diet, then like don't do it, right?
No way. Mentally, I always preach the psychology part of it first. Start introducing habits that you can sustain and that you can mentally grasp, and then do the more challenging things later, so that way you build your confidence.
Right, and people will tell me when I'm dieting, not even dieting, but eating clean, right? Like this idea of eating clean rather than dieting, they'll be like, well, that seems so hard, and it's really not. Like there's so many delicious foods you can eat that are so healthy for you, to make you feel so good too. So
I hate that stigma of clean eating. It's like, no, it's just regular food.
Yeah, it's like the food we're meant to eat is put on the earth for us, you know what I mean? Not the processed stuff. And like, I think, you know, when you study the people that live the longest, the 2 most positively correlated things with that are like eating more vegetables, eating less processed food.
Right, absolutely. Absolutely.
So last thing, floor is yours. What do you want to tell YouTube?
Hi. No. I just want to let them know, like, if you are inspired to change yourself, or even to take fitness in your hands, I think that it's a great step that you're mentally there, but also do your own research. Try not to go after trends. And then also just ask for help. That's going to be the biggest factor in the support that you need in order to sustain a fit lifestyle. Because the more you surround yourself in that type of environment, the more you're going to want to keep that motivation and reach your goals.
Love that. Sometimes like knowing is like half the battle, right?
It
like
is.
Knowing what to do. Really.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much.
Thanks.
The name's Dana Sassenberg. I'm going to put a link in the description towards her YouTube channel. You're going to learn a lot of good stuff, all right? Thank you.
Peace out.